Right guys, welcome back. We are here, we're in the shed. We're going to make a pulley rig, which is going to be the first rig we're going to make or attempt to make on this part of the channel, which is rig making for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to make a pulley rig, stick around and we'll show you how to do that now. Right, so how the pulley rig works is as follows. You clip the hook onto the clip during the cast. You will then cast the rig out into the sea. The hook will pop off of the clip and sit away from the lead. When you're ready to reel back in, the weight of the fish will be on that side, and what that will do is that will pull the line through, pulling your lead all the way to the top, avoiding any snags or anything like that. 9 times out of 10 I use a pulley rig on my second rod. On my first rod I'll use like a scratching rig or something like that, and then on my second rod I'll use a pulley rig of some sort with a big bait on. So that's predominantly what I use pulley rigs for. Best fished over mixed ground. You can also use them in rough ground. Yeah, it's just a great versatile rig. Right, so the first thing we're going to do to make this pulley rig is take our grease weasel shock leader, and we're going to mark out how much we need of it. So I'm going to measure out 1,000 millimeters on my ruler there, and I'm just going to cut that so I have one piece of shock leader there. On one end I'm going to take my rig clip, which is here. I'm just going to tie that to one end of the shock leader. We're going to use one knot for all of this rig making video, and that's just a 6-turn blood knot. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the line, we're going to fold it, pass it through the eye of the rig clip, and then fold it round the line 6 times. Take the tag end and pass it back through the hole nearest to the bottom, which is there. All we're going to do now is we're going to wet the line with saliva. Take our rig pulling tool and then just pull the knot nice and tight to form our first knot, which is there. So that is our first knot with our lead link tied on. We're just going to take our scissors or line cutters and just cut the tag end, and that is the first part of your rig made there. So what we're going to do next, we're going to slide on a bead. What I'd advise to do is just to take your pair of scissors, just to cut at a 45-degree angle the line. This will help you pass through the components easier. Just going to slide on a bead there. Do apologise for the seagulls, it's absolutely crazy here today. We're going to slide on our big swivel, which is there. Slide on our second bead, which is here. And then we're going to tie off our swivel, smaller swivel, to the other end. Again, just using a 6-turn blood knot, 6 twists up the line. Pass the tag end back through. Wet that with your saliva and just pull the knot nice and tight. Cutting off the tag end, and that is the first part of your rig done. So you've got all your components down at the bottom there. So we've got the clip there where our hook's going to clip into, bead, swivel, bead, running down to the other end, which is your swivel on the other end there. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our amnesia hook length and we're going to cut our hook length. So you need to remember that the hook length needs to be shorter than the main part that we've cut with the grease weasel shot leader. So I'm going to measure out 800 millimeters, and I'm just going to cut my snood line, and I go to the end of my main line that I've made with my grease weasel shot leader and the swivels on there. I'm just going to tie the hook length to the swivel, using exactly the same knot. I'm pulling that nice and tight, and I'm just going to cut the end of the swivel, cut the end of the tag end, and that is our main line attached to our snood line. On the other end of the snood, all we need to do now is attach our hook. So for this one I'm going to be using the Coxswain Rule Surf and Uptide 2.0. And all I'm going to do is again put the line through the eye of the hook, 6 twists up, back through the bottom, wet that, and when I'm pulling the hook, I'm just going to take that inside the pliers to make sure it's away from my fingers, and just pull that knot nice and tight. And then we're just going to cut the tag end, and that is our hook attached to our snood. So we're pretty much nearly done now, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach a weight to the clip at the bottom here. It's got a shore cast rolling lead, so the weight clips on the bottom there. The swivel that's running up and down the main line clips onto your clip from your fishing rod. So your fishing reel clips on there like that, and then our hook will sit baited up on the clip like that. So let me just get that sorted out for you and I'll show you the full rig. So the hook's going to sit on the clip like that, and that, guys, is how to make the simplest pulley rig that there is. So you've got the swivel at the top with the 2 beads there, running down to the swivel there, all the way down to your hook, which is clipped on the rig clip there, and then your leads at the bottom. That, guys, is how you make a simple pulley rig. I hope it's been useful for you. This is episode 1, rig making for complete beginners. Hopefully now you guys will be confident in making your own pulley rig. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the video, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.